Hello Mech Warriors, and welcome back to the Mech Lab, where we try to be a better mech commander every day. Today's topic is the very strange tripod mechs. These are mechs with 3 legs, and there's only one playable, non-super heavy mech with this configuration, the Triskelion. So I've loaded up a Triskelion here, alongside a 75-ton Quad V. We'll get into Quad Vs another time, they're also very strange. But I just want to compare the armor for a second. So quad mechs have 4 legs instead of 2 legs and 2 arms, whereas with tripod mechs you have 3 legs and 2 arms. So you actually have 5 limbs as opposed to 4. This means that you have overall more internal structure and more armor that you can slap onto the mech. 247 max versus 263 max. Now you might think that having 3 legs means that there's going to be a different hit location table, but that's actually not how it works. They use the same hit location table as standard biped mechs, but when you hit the legs, there's a random chance that it's going to hit the right, center, or left leg, depending on which arc you're hitting in. This Archer 7C is the closest comparable unit that I could find. Also has a targeting computer. It's basically the same mech, except 5 tons less, and so obviously a little bit less armor overall, but they're both 5'8". They both have 2 large LRM launchers with Artemis 5. They both have ER medium lasers, clan tech, linked to a targeting computer. This one has rear-mounted ER medium lasers, but you're not really paying anything extra for all of the benefits that you get as a tripod mech. So you really are only paying for that extra internal structure and that extra armor. And there are a lot of benefits to being a tripod mech. Firstly, you have 2 crew members. You have a dedicated pilot who gives a -1 to all piloting skill rolls all the time, and you have a gunner, and the gunner reduces your penalty for multi-targeting. Now, if the pilot does get knocked out, the gunner suffers a +2 to their piloting checks, but it's still conscious, which is better than being unconscious. So much like command consoles that get a huge benefit in having a second crew member and don't really pay any battle value for it, the Triskelion gets the same thing and gets bonus benefits on top of that. In addition to the -1 the pilot gives to all piloting skill checks, being a tripod gives a bonus of 1 to all PSRs in order to stay standing or to stand up, which is really important. That makes this mech, if you're just taking it as fire support and you don't ever intend to have it fight in melee, it's essentially a 4-3 for no additional battle value cost. That's insane. Now I've popped into a game here to show you some of the other benefits that this unit has. Tripods are a lot like quad mechs in that they can crab shuffle to the side. This is really useful if you want to move on pavement without imposing a piloting skill roll. I can pop over to the side here and then run wherever I want to. Maybe I want to turn over in this direction. If I had been on the pavement, when I hit move, it would have imposed a piloting skill roll like this. And as you can see, it says -1 dedicated pilot, -1 tripod bonus, -1 running and turning on pavement. So this thing will probably never fall on pavement, but having the option to completely ignore the skill roll is nice to have. You can crab walk multiple spaces if you wanted to. Maybe I move up here and, oh, there's something in my way. I just crab walk over the side and now I don't have to worry about the street at all. Beautiful. But tripods also have an additional benefit. So let's move safely across the street, and then we want to turn all the way around. You notice anything? It only costs 1 movement to turn into any hex direction. So this thing can run over here and then turn completely around and run the other direction. This is really useful. So tripod mechs make excellent kiting units, especially because of the next benefit that they have. Tripod mechs have a 360-degree torso twist. They can twist in any direction and fire directly behind them, meaning that you can run away for 1 point in any direction and then turn around and shoot enemies that are behind you. Now I'm going to target 2 different tanks with my LRMs just to show you that there's no penalties. Obviously target moved, medium range, Artemis. Then we hit target the second tank and we can see there's no penalties at all. Target this one again, no penalty for multi-fire. That's pretty incredible. You can target something that's far away with your LRMs while targeting a closer unit with your medium lasers. Maybe there's something right next to you and you want to fire your medium lasers at it, but there's something further away that you want to blast with your LRMs that's maybe be highly damaged. You want those clusters to hit those crit open components. With the Triskelion, you can do that. Just as an example, we've got our first LRM firing here, and then we'll target the second Demolisher tank, and we can see +1 secondary target modifier with the Archer over here. So, Mech Warriors, that's what I have to say about tripod mechs today. If you found this helpful, please leave a like, share the content with your friends. Do you have any other questions about tripods, or anything you'd like to add? I'd love to hear from you in a comment. Thanks for watching, Mech Warriors, and have a great day.